Okay, a couple things for tonight. Final projects. Final projects are due Thursday at midnight. Make sure everybody kind of knows. Now, I know a lot of you have had probably 6 classes dump final projects on you. Maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. So let me know if that is the case. Like, please just don't do it because you're like, I'll just skip out and kind of leave that way. Let me know so I know kind of what to look for, what to expect, kind of moving forward. I've only had about 15 out of 108 people do their project, so I'm hoping that just means you're saving the best for last. But I, for some reason, feel like that's not what's going on. Now, if you have decided just to bow out, and judging by the last week or two on some of your in the grade book on some of your grades, I feel like that's the case for about a dozen of you. I've earmarked about a dozen people that I'm like, okay, I think you've done the math incorrectly. So please check your grades, particularly after this has come due. Friday, I'll probably zero all these out, people that didn't do them. That way you can kind of see what your final grade ended up. There's about a dozen people that I think they have a bigger cushion than they really do. And you'd probably be surprised to see your 95 went to into the 80s, into the 70s, into the 60s, and we're keep on heading south, and we're going to go into that failing range below 60. So make sure that you are actually where you think you are, because I think some people are doing the math wrong. I've never had anybody fail a quarter on me, so please don't be the first one. It's a point of pride for me. I'd prefer to keep that streak alive. Now, final grades. There's a handful of you that are in this category of not only you're going to fail a quarter, but you're going to fail the semester as well. Now, there are some serious consequences. I want to make sure everybody knows that. Admission to college. If you start failing classes your senior year, there's a decent chance that your college will pull your admission and say, sorry, we want people that are going to pass. The other thing is scholarships. Scholarships can be taken back as well if you don't uphold the academic rigor that they think you displayed. The biggest probably detriment you're going to face is you won't graduate if you don't pass this class. Now, some of you might be thinking, like, I thought we only needed a half a credit. True, you need a half a credit for civics. Unfortunately, for AP Government, we cover all the things that civics covers much more in depth, thus we take the whole year. So if you only pass one of the semesters of AP Government, you didn't really pass all the things you need to do as dictated by the state. So you need to pass both first and second semester. Unless they've changed it, and the counselors have told me that they haven't, you need to pass both first and second semester of AP Government. So if you have failed the second semester, you're not going to graduate high school. And that's probably not where you want to end up. I know some of you like being in my class and I like having you, but I don't want you back because you failed. That would be not ideal. Okay, if you have questions, please let me know if you have questions on any of this stuff. And I do recommend probably like maybe later in the day, Friday, Monday, to make sure that you are at where you think you are. And if you're not sure, if you think like, oh, I hope I'm not one of the ones that are going to fail, you can email me and say like, hey, did I pass or what's the deal? Like, I'll probably let you know. Now I'm also not going to start playing the math game. Like, what do I need to do to pass? Like, how many points do I need? Just start doing stuff, and we'll figure out where you're at. Like, I'm not gonna calculate what's your easiest path, what 3 assignments are going to be the quickest. Like, that's going to be a little rough for everybody. So make sure that you are doing the right things, you're going out the right way, and that you actually graduate. And I will, if you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll figure out if you did that.